Hi, welcome back. In this video, we're going to check out the latest Jurassic World Hammond Collection Juvenile Triceratops. Let's take a look at the packaging. We have the usual Hammond Collection logos and the embossed T-Rex. We have a large window where you can get a good look at the little guy. There's a nice image of the figure. Here we are at the side. And here we are on the back. As usual, we get a selection of images of this figure. Here's a close-up image of his glass eye. Nothing much else. Here's a Hammond Collection logo. Let's crack on and check it out. Here it is out of the box. As usual with these figures, they come in two pieces, so they fit in the box. This one's no different. Here's its tail. Now let's get it attached. Here's the tail attached, and this little guy looks very impressive. The colour looks spot on to what we see on screen. The figure has 15 points of articulation, and the sculpt has some nice details across the figure. The paint deco looks pretty screen accurate. The figure is this grey colour. I'm loving this detail on its back and around its frill. We have this motthold effect. When in certain light, it looks a dark green colour. The various size horns and beak are a light grey colour, as you can see. Like these two short ones above the eyes, and these ones around the frill, and this small one just here. With its articulated jaw, you can get a good look inside its mouth, and you can see its painted tongue and palate. Moving down the body, we have this nice lighter grey underneath, which contrasts well against this darker grey. And the lighter grey is underneath the tail and its throat, like you can see here. The figure has some great sculpt details. The head and face have these fine pebble-looking scales with some larger ones dotted about. The side of the face has some nice details, like around the nostrils and around the eyes. And here's a better look at the cool detailing around its glass eye, with this nice wrinkled detailing around its small horns. Here you can see its small nostrils, and here we are on the other side, where you can see the creases around its throat area. Moving back round, you can see all the wrinkles and creases in its neck area, and it's the same on the other side. Across the body, we have these various size scales, wrinkles, and folds. Like you see around its belly, its legs, and round the other side, we have these larger ones just here. Looking closely at the legs, they have some nice muscle definition, and all these creases and wrinkles, like you see on an elephant. Even the tail has some nice details to it. The one issue is why can't they add paint to its toenails, as they are unpainted. Here's a closer look at its glass eye, which is a huge selling point for these figures. The pupil is shaped like you see on a goat, but it's vertical, not horizontal. And this side looks brighter than this side. For some reason, this side is much more darker, even in extra light. Let's check out his 15 points of articulation. The tail can move around like this. You can twist around. The rear legs move here. You can twist at the knees and at the feet. Also move to the side a little bit. And the front legs can move at the shoulders. Twist at the knees. And at his feet. And obviously it's the same on the other side. Head can move up and down and twist around. And as we saw, as an articulated jaw is inside of his mouth. Here's another juvenile Hammond Collection figure, and it's the Stegosaurus that you see in the Lost World. Standing next to each other, I gotta say they fit in pretty well together. They're approximately the same size, and they both have really cool paint applications. They're both herbivores with different style of defense. Here's another Hammond collection figure alongside the Triceratops, and it's the Scutosaurus. The Scutosaurus was only released a few months ago. They're both herbivores, but Scutosaurus was classified as a reptile. And here we have all three of these smaller Hammond collection figures together. They look really cool together with their contrasting looks and paint schemes. The sculpts across all three figures are very different, but the Stegosaurus has the old style painted eyes. And here's the Juvenile Triceratops alongside the Hammond collection Adult Triceratops. First thing you would notice, they have very different paint schemes. And as the adult is full grown, it has longer horns and the frill is a lot larger. But it's weird how the juvenile's beak is articulated and the adult isn't. Standing next to each other, they look pretty good as a family. In the original novel, it had a juvenile that Lex named Ralph. A full animatronic was created but cut from the movie. Then had a brief appearance in The Lost World. Next we saw one in the Gentle Giant's petting zoo scene in Jurassic World and had a child riding one. Then later in the movie, during the pterosaur attack, a Pteranodon tries to pick one up. And in the words of General Grievous, this will make a fine addition to my Hammond collection. I gotta say, this Juvenile Triceratops looks really cool, has a lot of nice details to it. Has some nice paint applications, especially the dry brushing. I'm still not quite sold on these glass eyes, where one side looks brighter than the other. But as always, thanks for watching this video. I hope I'll see you all again very soon.